John Griswold here with Griswold Group. Excited to fill you in on what's going on in real estate in San Diego. So I pull data every single Friday, and I am seeing for the last several Fridays in a row a very precipitous drop in expected market time. In other words, the market is speeding up. The time it takes to put your home on the market with the for sale sign in the front yard to when you put that little pending or sold rider on top of the sign. It was about 100 days on average. It's down to about 70 days on average. The condo market is lagging behind the detached home market, but we are seeing that both categories are coming down and starting to heat up. A lot of that is due to the interest rates. So we were around 7% this time last year, and we're just over 6% now. In fact, it's 6.05, which really means that the vast majority of my clients, of buyers in the market, are actually into the fives. I'm seeing rates out there at 5.65 to 5.85 for a lot of my clients right now. So that is really helping buyers' purchasing power, confidence in the market, and we're seeing a lot more buyers out there. This is a double-edged sword though, and there's, I think, a lot of disappointment, because if you go out and look at homes this weekend, you're gonna see more buyers at these open houses. You're gonna see more people that are starting to get back into the market. I will tell you this though, don't assume that every property you walk in, even the ones that are really cute, are gonna get 6, 7 offers and get bid over the asking price. We're not necessarily seeing that. There are some outliers, but there's been a lot of cases to start the year where properties that you think are gonna go over don't. They're going very close to the asking price. The sellers are still happy with their pricing, but we're not seeing these crazy bidding wars, because at the end of the day, there's not a lot of interest or ability for buyers to push pricing much higher than ask, unless it's been truly intentionally well underpriced. So there is some opportunity out there. I would say, even if you are worried about getting outbid, better to submit your offer, because you just never know. The other interesting thing I'm seeing out there is that a lot of sellers are not sending out like a multiple counter offer with like, send me your best offer and terms. They're oftentimes just going with the best offer. They get 2, 3 offers. They get one where it's cleaner than all the other ones. It's got a higher down payment. It's closer to their ask. Sellers have been in a tough, 2025 was a much tougher market for sellers. And I think in general, homeowners are aware of this, and so we're seeing increased demand and better offers, and sellers are not looking to push their luck right now. So you're better off coming in strong and very close to your top number than coming on much lower and hoping to get a counter, because you might not get one. So a lot of these dynamics are in play for sellers right now. I mean, pricing is still very key. Not a time to push your luck on price. Come in just at where market value is, maybe even a percentage point below, and you're going to have a very good response from the market. Condition really matters. The cost of construction is still quite high. The cost to get into a home, unless you have a very high down payment, is quite high in terms of your monthly payment. All these things factor in. So we want to make sure that we are packaging the product to be as attractive as possible to the increasing buyer pool, because the more buyers you have that are interested in your property, the happier you're going to be with your net at the end of the day. Would love to talk to you more about this on an individual basis. If you have got any questions about the market or how I can help you, reach out to me, and I'll talk to you on the next one.